Morning. Today I want to speak about the eighth parami from the 10 paramis, and that is Aditthana Parami. Aditthana could be translated with determination, and of course, a very important parami. Without determination, there's no way to reach any goals in our life. So each of the paramis, like the first parami of generosity, Dana Parami, it can only be attained to a certain level if we really have a determination. It's not just making wishes, like I wish to be a generous person, but then also, of course, to follow it. So it's not just determination, but it has to be followed by effort, virya, and also patience, kanti. So all these paramis are working together. And then we have the endurance and always come back again and again on our path that we decided to walk. In this case, path to generosity. So we have to practice generosity over and over until it is just a second nature of our mind. And so it's with every other determination. So determination is not just making wishes, like that's often thought about here in Thailand. I see people practice generosity, they give alms food to the monks or make offerings, many ceremonies all over the year where the people come to the temple and give to the people or give to the sangha, to the monks. So generosity is something very important for the Thai people. And whenever they practice that, then they have the habit that afterwards they make a determination of what they call an Aditthana. So they make wishes like, may I be reborn in the time of Maitreya Buddha. And because it's believed that if you are born in the time of the next Buddha, Maitreya Buddha, the time will be very special and it will be very easy to attain enlightenment in that time. Because Maitreya Buddha had made so many determinations in his past existences as a bodhisattva that he wants to create a time that is extremely wholesome and good for human beings that are born at his time to attain enlightenment. So they have all positive circumstances needed to attain that goal. Like everyone has naturally 5 precepts or the 5 principles in Buddhism, like moral principle, ethic principles of not killing, not stealing, not having sexual misconduct, not lying or use wrong speech, and not taking any intoxicants. So these 5 precepts are naturally with every human that is born in Maitreya's time. And so there's a very good base, of course, if Sila Paramita is developed, and it's a very good base for us to make progress. And then you have all the circumstances to really receive the teaching that leads to the cessation of suffering. And everything is just perfect for that. So yes, again, that's why many people here in Thailand make this determination. So they let all the wholesome energy behind the good deed that they have done kind of flow into the determination they make. In this case, may I be born at the time of Maitreya Buddha and reach enlightenment there. Some have a lower level of Aditthana and then they give something spoonful of rice to the monk, and then they make a determination, may I win the lottery next time. So things like that. But this is not the kind of Aditthana we see in Additthana Parami. What we understand as Additthana Parami goes much deeper. It's kind of that we always try to adjust our way of living, our path. We always return to our Aditthana. So making a determination, I want to reach the cessation of suffering, then we follow that path. And of course, we are not yet enlightened beings. That's why we make such a wish. And it will be naturally, normally, that we kind of get off the path. We struggle sometimes, and then we do things not the way we actually should do it to reach that goal. But this determination will help us. It's anywhere engraved in our mind, and it will help us that we come back to the path again and again. So that is the deeper meaning of Aditthana. It will always help you to get back to your path, to the path that you that leads you to the goal that you have decided to reach in that life. So that is a deeper meaning of Aditthana. And of course, it is very important to repeat Aditthana, also to repeat our determination. So determination, reach cessation of suffering, do it again and again, whenever there is a wholesome energy behind it. Like it means you do something wholesome, you are generous, you are helpful to others, or you try to keep your moral principles, you make a special effort, then you build up some kind of wholesome energy we would call merit. You build up some merit. And as we know, hopefully, there is in our life, there's always cause and effect. So there is karma and vipaka. Karma is the cause, vipaka is the result. So this is happening all the time. So whenever I do wholesome, whenever I do something good, then it will have a good result. But usually we do that without any kind of determination. Then it's just there is a result coming. You don't know when, you don't know what it is. It will be something wholesome. Whereas when I do unwholesome, anything that is leading to suffering for myself or others, it will have, of course, a result that is suffering, that causes suffering. So whenever I do a wholesome thing, we can kind of guide the result in a certain way. That is also determination. Like we do good and then we make a determination, may this result in a certain thing that I want. May it result in the happiness of all sentient beings, in liberation of all sentient beings, or may it result in my own enlightenment, or may it result in me being more stable on my path, or whatever wishes one has. So if we direct it in a certain way, then you could say the results will also come in this direction. There is one very famous chanting in Theravada Buddhism, and that usually is chanted by monks, nuns, when you receive something. So there is a giving or whatever, the people give you something or help you with something, then you can give a blessing, or you should give a blessing to those who have helped you or have supported you. And in that chanting, it is said, one sentence in it is like all the rivers come together at one point and go into the sea. So all the merit I have done, the results should come together into a certain place. And this should lead to whatever I wish for, enlightenment, or just more happiness in life, or good health, or whatever I wish for. So this is the power of determination, really guiding your meritorious energy in a certain direction. If you don't do that, sure, you will have positive results from every positive deed done, every positive karma you made. But as I say, it can be anything, be resulting in whatever, you never know. So determination makes it, first of all, much more powerful because all streams come together in that sea of merit. And also, second good effect is that it will be engraved in your mind. You will, it has a strong impact, and such a determination will come up again and again, and you do it again and again. Try to repeat it until it's just a natural thing for you to wish something in this direction. So that is the power of Aditthana. Then, yeah, in Theravada Buddhism, we call it Additthana Parami, as I just say, and it said it's the determination to surrender your values and practices leading to the goal. Orientation and development of wholesome qualities. The goal most probably is the cessation of all suffering. In Mahayana, you speak about pranidhana, and that is a bit more like wishful prayers. Like I said in the beginning, like praying for a certain thing to attain, wish for fulfilling a mission. And of course, it is a clear view of where you want to go. A rediscovery and a strengthening of your qualities to go to a certain direction and reach a goal. So I would say Aditthana is more like really have this determination and practice to reach that goal. And pranidhana is like, of course, very similar, but it's more, has more to do with wholesome wishes, with prayers. So the base of that wholesome wishes and prayers is that you think that it's actually already there. Enlightenment is already there. The Buddha nature is already there. So it just has to be rediscovered, or certain veils, certain things that cover it, so I can't see it, have to be removed. So it's kind of the same, but the attitude is a little bit different. Like you gain it through your prayers, which is very strong in Mahayana and Vajrayana, has to do with more to do with faith, and also with surrender in a faithful way. And maybe in the Theravada, it's more a kind of determination and working towards it. Yeah. Then there's a very good saying of Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche, who has passed away, I think, about 20, 30 years ago. Very nice teacher of the Vajrayana, also staying in Bhutan a long time. And he calls it more perseverance, like you, persevere on your path and find the joy in virtue, positive or useful. So finding joy in the good, positive, and virtuous. Yeah. Then, of course, you have heard about the great determination of the Buddha himself when he sat down under that Bodhi tree in what is called nowadays Bihar in India, Bodh Gaya. He sat down under that tree and he made this really great determination of, okay, I will sit here now, and even if my flesh dries away, my skin is getting rotten, and there's only bones left, and I'm dying, I shall not get up until I see the light, until I've reached enlightenment. So it's a really big and strong Aditthana the Buddha made. And of course, that was very powerful. But you also have to know, if you sit down now under a tree and say, okay, I won't get up, even if my flesh and the skin is getting rotten away and I'm dried out, or I will not get up until I reach enlightenment. It might maybe not be yet the time to reach that. So we also have to always have a bit of a common sense when we do determination. So it should be there should at least be a small possibility that we can reach the thing we make a determination for. Of course, we can make determinations. We want to reach enlightenment, or we want to be a Buddha in the future. Sure, because we have to train it. That is also one thing. If you always think, I don't do a determination because if I can't fulfill it, it's not good, and so on, then you will never get in this direction. So make determinations, sure. But a strong determination like the one of the Buddha, not to get up if you haven't reached enlightenment, is kind of there's a very strong determination and probably not yet suitable. So usually we also say, do determinations in a way that you're thinking. It's possible to reach that, and raise your bar from time to time. Good determination is like, okay, I try to practice meditation every day. Every day I do 20 minutes. It would be wonderful if you could do that. And then really try to do it. What we often see in such a case is we make a determination and then obstacles are coming, that you can't do it. I remember in my beginning years as a nun, I often did this determination, okay, I'm gonna sit now without movement until this incense stick has burned down. And then you put in the incense stick and maybe that burns for an hour or a bit more, and you are not getting up until it's burnt down. And I knew, okay, it's no problem for me to sit an hour without movement. But whenever you do a determination like that, it would happen that it becomes unbearable to sit. Either it's very strong pain that suddenly arises, or someone knocks on the door of your hut, or there is some kind of hindrance or obstacle coming up. But if you don't put the incense stick and you don't make the determination to sit 1 hour, it's no problem. You can sit an hour or even longer. So I watched that is often like that. I also remember my teacher, Lumpu Sangwan, with whom I was for 7 years practicing very intensively, because he was more teaching the samatha method, like method of repeating the mantra Buddho, so strong concentration methods, and very, very good teacher. He unfortunately passed away 2004. Yeah, and he used to say that often to us. Make your determinations in a way that it's possible to reach it and then go through with it and raise the bar from time to time. And one thing I remember very clearly, he would always say to monks, new ordained monks. So if a man was coming to the temple, wanted to become a monk, and he was allowed to ordain, then he would like, often they would come, I want to stay a monk for the rest of my life. And Ajahn Sangwan would always say, don't make a determination like that, but keep it open. It's better, because exactly this determination causes a very strong opposite energy. So you make this determination, and the obstacles will become very powerful, and I'm not sure you can pass that, because if then temptations become very powerful, it would often be that the monks disrobed after a few months because they could not deal with this. So that's another side of determination. So strong determinations also lead to the opposite power to come up, to obstacles, to temptations. So be careful with their determinations, but do it again and again, and do it in a way that you have a great possibility of being able to attain the thing you want to attain. Yeah. The path we trying to follow to overcome suffering or overcome certain hindrances in our life needs this determination, as I said in the beginning. So surely it's the determination to do kusala dhamma, like every kind of wholesome dhammas. We try to develop wholesome dhammas in our mind with the things we speak, we think, we do. But of course, as I say, the opposite energy is also coming. So then there is akusala dhamma arising, akusana arising. So desires for worldly pleasures, for nice sounds, sights, for nice tastes or touch, smells. So there is this tendency to follow that. This kind of desire comes up and we follow it. So we follow the unwholesome kind of path. And therefore, determination can be very useful. You say, okay, I'm gonna stuck to my path, and I try not to get distracted by unwholesome things. Doesn't say it's wrong to eat nice food or to smell nice fragrances or see beautiful things. It's not wrong, but we should try not to get distracted from the thing we determine through kind of sensual pleasures. Or the 8 worldly dhammas are also always a big obstacle, like we get attached to people speaking nice about us, or to gain, or having good luck. So all these kind of things, and that distracts us from where we want to go, from our goals. So that's determination that helps us, having a determination, coming back to the path we want to walk again and again. So we can train that, sometimes make the determination, okay, I want to sit now for 15 minutes. whatever comes, or 20 minutes or whatever. If you have more experience in your practice with maybe with jhana or absorption meditation, you could make a determination. Okay, I want to enter jhana, so this deep absorption, for 5 minutes or for 10 minutes. And if you are able to go into jhana, you will see it's really after 5 minutes or after 10 minutes that you are getting out of this. So a determination like that will also, the time is perfect. I want to sit for 1 hour, and then really when you get out, it is exactly 1 hour. So you can train and check if that works for you. Yeah. So far to Additthana Parami for today. Of course, there's much more. It's always very little I can give you with my limited wisdom. So check out other sources and yeah, try to do it. Aditthana is really important for, as I say, the development of all the parami. I wish you a nice day and stay healthy and happy. See you again soon.